YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Alright folks, it's time to go over the weekly reset for the week of August 27th. It is Iron Banner this week, so we're going to go check in with Saladin. You know the usual, guys. You need to do a Iron Banner quest, and as you proceed through the quest, you will get all the armor pieces, but I'm gonna assume that most of you will be playing Iron Banner to try to get the Swarm of the Raven grenade launcher and trying to get a good roll on it. It's an extremely powerful grenade launcher. But let me show you something on screen here from Dylan. He actually leaked something, and he says, I'm gonna leak something right now because it's been confirmed in test. Come Shadowkeep, Enhancement Cores will be dismantled individually as opposed to entire stacks. We have quite a bit of time before launch. If any bugs or issues are found, this could change. It's always risky confirming fixes before they ship. That said, I know this story has been posted quite a few times recently and wanted to give you an update on where we were at. Just make sure your dog isn't sitting on your controller. And the reason why he put that there was because this was an actual help forum report from 2015 where someone's character was deleted because of their dog, or so they said, meaning that their dog sat on their controller. Alright, let's get into this weekly reset. Before we go check in with Saladin, stick around to the end of the video as I will be giving away a set of Astro A50s. So as usual, when you check in with Saladin, he will have a number of bounties that you complete here that will all give you some powerful gear, but they've changed a lot of the requirements. We're not going to go over all of them. I encourage you just to log in, check in, and grab the bounties. Here's your quest that you will kick it off called Test of Strength. But just to revisit, guys, back on the 30th, they did some reduction in some of the requirements in terms of the quest. Like, they reduced the grenade kills that was required by 50%. Now, ally grenade kills are worth just as much as your own. They reduced the sword kills by 25%. And even ally sword kills are now worth as much as your own. So, little tweaks here and there, and let me know in the comment section. Will you be playing Iron Banner? I am playing on PC right now, and I am just getting demolished in the Crucible because I'm using a controller going up against mouse and keyboard hand cannon spammers. So safe to say, I probably won't be playing Iron Banner this week. For the Nightfalls this week, we have Warden of Nothing, The Corrupted, and Strange Terrain. In terms of the Nightfall Strike exclusive loot, Strange Terrain, you could farm it for the Braytech Osprey, which is a rocket launcher that's similar to Sins of the Past from the Leviathan raid. It's got cluster bombs on them, except it has a little bit more velocity. The Corrupted, that strike over on the Dreaming City, you have Horror's Least, which is a legendary energy pulse rifle that's rapid fire and also arc. Warden of Nothing, and there's a hand cannon that's kinetic and aggressive frame called Warden's Law. I did get the curated version of it, but I never really use it. I'm not into aggressive frame hand cannons. If you're curious on how I set up my 5 of Swords card to get a 100k score, so you just do the Nightfall once, get that 100k score, get 2 powerful drops. You've got your burns here, you've got your, let's see, I put on Extinguish, I put on Match Game, and I put on Blackout. Match Game is the only thing that you need to worry about a little bit, and just make sure everyone on your fire team has a different element. So I'm running Void here, but I want to make sure that I have at least an arc weapon or a solar weapon to take down some shields depending on which strike it is. Looking at the weekly strikes and also the weekly story missions, let's see, what do we have? We have Void Singe this week, which means break out those Graviton Lances. I think I'm one of the only ones that still loves that weapon. You guys let me know in the comment section. Do you guys still like that weapon? Love it. Alright, these are your 2 daily modifiers. You have Heavyweight and you have Iron. For good old Mars, now the Mars Challenge starts on September 3rd. It does not start this week. However, if you want to farm Escalation Protocol for any of the Ikelos weapons, this week the boss will drop all 3 of the weapons. So every time you kill the boss, you have a shot at the sniper, the SMG, or the shotgun. So you do not need to open up the final chest, just simply kill that final boss over and over. I'm assuming you might want to wait until September 3rd when everyone is going to be on Mars trying to do the Mars Challenge, killing as many Hive as they can and doing as many Escalation Protocols completions as they can. The Flashpoint this week is over on IO, so simply complete a heroic adventure and also some public events. These public events will give you 20% towards your Flashpoint. The heroic adventure will give you about 30-35%, and lost sectors give you about 10%. So let's move along here. And you know, I was getting some questions on why do I keep doing these videos? Well, because one, they're going to set precedent for the new players. We're going to be getting a ton of new players come October 1st with New Light, and I want to set the precedence that, yeah, I do these every single Tuesday and go through all the new activities to do within Destiny. All right, moving into the Gambit playlist, you got your numerous sources of powerful gear. You have OG Gambit, and then you have Gambit Prime. I prefer OG Gambit. I know that I am in the minority here, but Deej did confirm that in year 3, neither of these will be going away. But at the end of the day, Luke Smith did say at some point we can only have one or the other. But let me know in the comments section, Gambit Prime or OG Gambit. I know I've asked that numerous times. The Reckoning, let's see what modifiers. We have Solar this week, and we have Attrition, and we have Heavyweight for your daily modifiers. In the Crucible, you've got Iron Banner, and if you want to get some powerful gear, simply play 5 games of Crucible, and you'll get that done, and you'll get a powerful drop. All right, let's go check out the Menagerie this week and see what the modifiers are for the Menagerie. All right, so for regular Menagerie, we have Void Singe, we've got Iron, and we have Heavyweight. Let's look at Heroic. And remember, they are going to be fixing the Menagerie soon. I think with update 2.5.2.2 that should be coming soon, where I think we're going to get double drops when we complete it. I don't know. I got to go back and look at this week at Bungie. We have Extinguish, where you go back to orbit if you wipe. You've got Iron, you've got Blackout, and you have Void Singe. Remember, with Heroic, you need a fire team. You can't go in there by your... Well, you probably could go in if you're Glad or Esoteric. Go in there solo, but you want to go in there with a fire team. It is the 3rd week of the curse over on the Dreaming City, which means if you want to masterwork one of your pieces of gear, you could do the Shattered Throne, the 3-player raid, but you need to do it with 2 people to get that achievement done. Why does my cloak get all jittery when I do that? That's weird. All right, Petrevenge is located all the way over on the this right here, in this area right here of the Dreaming City. And as usual, she's got her usual stuff for all powerful gear. Story mission, War for the Dreaming City, completing daily bounties. You might want to stock up on some raid banners with either shards or glimmer. We've got the Ascendant Challenge, and we've got Gateway Between Worlds, where you do the Blind Well and present an offering to the Oracle. Now, in terms of the Ascendant Challenge, that's going to be, I will link a video in the description. It's located all the way up here, and it's called the Keep of Honed Edges, and that's in the Harbinger's Seclude, I think it's pronounced, all the way up here. And when you get there, this one's a really fun one. You get right into the action. There's not much jumping. And when you get in there, there's going to be a bunch of Hive Knights in the middle. You're going to kill some wizards. You're going to grab some Kuroda swords. And then a whole bunch of Taken are going to be all over the place. But you're going to use that sword to kill all the ads. But more importantly, you need to kill all the knights. And once you kill the knights, you're going to use the sword to... Well, actually, there is some jumping at the end to make your way to the final chest. And if you go flying off, you got to start all over again. So actually, yeah. The killing of the knights with the sword, that's easy, but actually going to where the chest is could be a little dicey because you've got some jumping to do, and also you got some flying rocks, so be careful. Okay, we're back at the tower, and let's do some final check-ins with some of the vendors. So if you're going to be playing the Menagerie or want to get some gear here, some powerful gear, Benedict99, just play the game, you'll get some experience, you'll get some powerful gear, so I'm going to grab that now. Complete 10 Vanguard daily bounties, that's easy. Kill 200 enemies with submachine guns, shotguns, sidearms, or swords. I'm looking at you, Recluse. And loot legendary engrams from the ground in any activity. The good old Drifter has his usual. You've got your weekly Gambit Bounty right here, where you need to get 20 points. And then you've got your OG Gambit Bounties, and all of these bounties will give you some infamy. And these also give you some infamy as well. So grab these if you're going to be playing some Gambit Prime or doing some other activities outside of Gambit Prime. Here, like here. Some of these actually don't involve Gambit Prime. Here, loot 2 lost sectors over on Nessus or Io. This one right here, just generate orbs of light. I'm going to grab you, and I'm going to grab you. And these are the OG Gambit ones right here. This one, 12 points. So wins will add 3 points. Losses will only add 1, and you need to get 12 points to get powerful gear. Now, when we check in with 801, I mean, one thing I've kind of been doing from time to time is when I get bored, I run by here and I just buy a few mod components. If you're loaded up on legendary shards, you might as well just buy a bunch now. We know that we will be needing them come Shadowkeep and October 1st, but we will have other sources of them. So I'm sure you guys have a lot more legendary shards than I do. I don't know why I don't have that many, but buy as many as you can. So you've got your usual daily bounties, you've got 2 weekly bounties to get ballistics logs, and you might want to stock up on these before Shadowkeep. I'm going to do a Shadowkeep prep guide or Season of the Undying prep guide for you guys, because you could hold more than 2 ballistics logs, even though you can only forge 2 powerful frames per week, you could hold on to more than 2 ballistics logs. So, I don't know, that might be something we might want to look into if these will count when Shadowkeep comes out. Because remember, we're going from 750 to 960 in terms of the power cap, and then the power level is going to be unlimited with the seasonal artifacts. So they really haven't revealed what all the powerful sources will be, but we'll see how this is going to play out in terms of will the Forsaken and annual pass content also award us powerful gear. All right, lastly, if you're prepping, make sure you go see Banshee every week and grab all of his daily bounties that he's got right here for mod components and enhancement cores. And also, he's got his weeklies. Make sure you grab those. He is selling the target adjuster mod today for your weapon. For someone like me that has terrible aim, yes, I have like 16 of them sitting in my inventory. Also, just make sure when you're out and about, you complete 20 bounties, which you normally will do just playing the game probably, and you will go see Ikora. She will give you powerful gear, and of course, when you complete, I think 5,000 XP, Soraya Hawthorne will give you some powerful gear. All right, let's check in with Eververse and see what she has in terms of for sale for Bright Dust. All right, anything new here? All right, we got our usual stuff for silver. Let's see. This is the ornament for the how do you pronounce that thing? Taraba. Let's see what that looks like. I still do not have that weapon yet. That looks really cool, actually. I like it. That is 700 silver. We've got this sparrow here. No, I'm sorry. That's a ship. I thought it was a sparrow because it looks like a sparrow. Braytech Dreams for 800. Kind of cool. Kind of weird. Kind of Tron looking. We've got a Cabal looking Ghost Shell. Let's see what you have. Guiding Light. That will give you some increased XP, which you're going to want XP because remember, we're going to be gaining XP levels come Shadowkeep and Season of the Undying. And then that's going to help you with your artifact, I believe. All right, so for silver, let's see. We've got the Solar Shell. Ooh, I like this one. Treasure Hunter detects caches within a 50-meter range and increases Glimmer Gain. Sorry, I'm like at a loss for words because I am buying this to replace my. I normally use this one right here, the Star Map Shell, but I think the Solar Shell looks that much cooler. So we're going to buy you. And what else we have here? I see the ornament for, let's see, for the Stag. Let's see what you look like. I never use that thing. Deej loves his Stag. And I don't know if he likes it for the perks. I hope he doesn't. I hope he just likes it because it looks cool. Deej is a fellow Warlock. Let's see what else. All right, we've got our old stuff there. We've got our old stuff, even older stuff there in terms of ornaments for silver. What else can we buy for Bright Dust? All right, we've got the stylish sit, which I've got the other sit where you sit down and you pull out a hot cup of joe. We've got this ship here. That's pretty ugly. Not buying you. I've got some boots. All right, we've got the ornament for the good old Sturm. Let's see what you look like. That looks pretty cool. I ran into a guy last night on PC in the Crucible running Sturm and Drang. We've got the ornament for the Trust, which I think looks... Yeah, the ornaments for the Gambit weapons I think looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, I love that. That looks cool, especially when you throw a shader on it. A Dusk Harrier. And you've got the Imperial Beast projection. And also keep in mind, these bounties here will give you Bright Dust, and also these will count towards your Ikora Ray bounty. So, let's give away a set of Astro A50s, guys. We're doing another giveaway here. I am sponsored by Astro. So, if you want to get a discount on Astro products, click the link in the description, and you will get a discount. So, here's what you got to do. Leave me a like, be a subscriber, so hit subscribe to the channel. Then from there, leave me a comment about something. It's always the same thing, guys, the way I do these contests, all right? Leave me a comment, and that comment, let's go with the same thing I do every time I do a giveaway. Leave me a comment about something you're looking forward to within Shadowkeep, right? So we're gonna give away a set of Astro A50s. Leave me that like, leave me that subscription, leave me a comment, and in your comment, make sure you put your Twitter handle and follow me on Twitter at MesaSean. I know a lot of people don't have Twitter accounts, but you need to have Twitter to enter this contest. When I randomly pick a winner, then from there, I will DM you and get your address and information, and I will have them shipped off to you. So that's going to do it for the video, guys, and leave me a hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end, and do me a favor, drop a like in this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at MesaSean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.